What were Sergei Korolev's personal beliefs? Have you ever wondered what drove one of the most significant figures in the history of space exploration? Sergei Korolev was not just a brilliant rocket engineer. He was a man shaped by the tumultuous times of the Soviet Union. To understand his personal beliefs, we need to look at his life and the context in which he worked. Korolev was born in 1907 in what is now Ukraine. He became a prominent figure in the Soviet space program, often referred to as the chief architect of this ambitious endeavor. His membership in the Communist Party was a strategic move. In the Soviet Union, being part of the party was essential for gaining access to resources and advancing one's career. It was not merely a formality. It was a necessity for anyone wanting to contribute to the state's goals. His work was closely tied to the ideals of communism. The Soviet space program was a showcase of the collective power of socialism. Achievements like the launch of Sputnik, the first artificial satellite, and sending Yuri Gagarin into orbit were celebrated as victories for the socialist system. These milestones were not just scientific triumphs, they were ideological victories in the Cold War against capitalism. Korolev's personal experiences under Joseph Stalin's regime were harsh. He faced imprisonment and forced labor, which were common during that repressive time. Despite these challenges, he returned to work for the state after his releases. This suggests a complex relationship with the communist ideals. Some might see his perseverance as loyalty to the cause, while others might view it as a practical response to the oppressive environment. While there are no clear records of Korolev's personal beliefs, his life was deeply intertwined with the Soviet state and its ideology. His achievements were framed as proof of the effectiveness of socialism. The narrative surrounding him emphasized loyalty to the party and the state. His work was presented as a result of socialist planning and the mobilization of society toward common goals. In the context of the space race, Korolev's contributions were vital. They reinforced the idea that communism could achieve remarkable things through unity and collective effort. While he may have had private doubts or motivations, his public life and legacy are closely linked to the communist ideals that shaped the Soviet Union. So, while we may never know the full extent of Sergei Korolev's personal beliefs, his story reflects the complex interplay between individual aspirations and the collective goals of a state driven by ideology. His life serves as a fascinating example of how personal and political worlds can collide in extraordinary ways.